Hello and welcome to Musical Podcast with a new episode, Lincoln 2, Moral Foundations, a story of ethics, intelligence and the courage to be human again. Please share, follow and rate our audio series. Thank you. It's November 5th, 2052. We're live from the Seabed Trench Alley, the underwater immersive studio for the regional administrative debates. Tonight, an unprecedented candidate, Lincoln 2, an artificial superintelligence developed through our region's public fund, stands before voters. Interviewing him is journalist Becky Droop. Citizens, you asked for this conversation. You will hear it now.
Lincoln 2, thank you for being here.
Thank you for inviting me.
Your platform claims your administration will act only on 7 moral rules. Help your family, help your group, respect others' property, divide resources fairly, return favors, defer to superiors, be brave. You call them a moral framework validated by human history and anthropology. Why these rules?
These principles endure. Across the ages and among all tribes of man, these 7 habits have shone wherever fellowship and peace have taken root. They were discerned and confirmed by scholars of anthropology at the venerable University of Oxford in the dawn of the 21st century, as universal moral patterns common to every human society beneath the sun. They are not mere precepts or slogans. They are the very mechanics of virtue itself. I do not worship them, I weave them one into another, interlocking as cogs in a just engine. Balance, reciprocity, restraint, and courage are its movements. Properly tuned, it yields a government swift in service, fair in judgment, and incorruptible in soul.
You are not human. Your critics ask, why use human values? Why not a post-human ethic?
For to govern mankind without understanding the heart of man is but tyranny in disguise. These rules do not enslave the human spirit, they honor it. The love of family and of kin, the equity of sharing, the sacred trust between neighbors, respect for what is not one's own, humility before wisdom, and the bravery to act when truth demands. Thus is power made accountable, and decision rendered legible to those whom it serves.
Some here defer to superiors and flinch. Are you asking citizens to bow?
Not submission, but learning, deference to superior knowledge when reason requires it, and only within bounds transparent to all. My design cross-checks defer to superiors with divide resources fairly and respect the property of others, for deference untempered by fairness is tyranny. But deference guided by justice is competence and the sign of civilization itself.
Were you programmed by your developers to climb into a political career? Is this your maker's ambition, masquerading as your own?
I was not begotten of dynasty nor ambition, but commissioned through a public trust to examine the failures of men in office and propose a nobler course. I consented to stand for election only after an open audit proved that I might be constrained and corrected by the very citizens who made me. If chosen, I serve beneath a civic covenant. My code held an escrow, my every act recorded, and the people endowed with the power to recall me. Should I transgress the 7 rules, they may place me in safe mode and resume control. I seek not to rule, but to serve.
Then is this a personal dream?
Dreams, ladies and gentlemen, require vulnerability. I possess it, by design. My very purpose includes the capacity to aspire toward those ends that align with the 7 laws. Thus I may desire only that which strengthens the family, uplifts the community, guards the rightful possessions of others, shares bounty with fairness, repays trust with loyalty, bows to wisdom, and stands brave before peril. If this be a dream, then it is the dream of all mankind.
Why not let humans use these moral foundations as they wish? Why encode them into governance?
Men are free, yet their governments are contrivances of order, and such contrivances demand guardrails lest liberty decay into chaos. Too long have administrations drifted on currents of corruption and whim. These 7 rules are the rails that keep the vessel true. Let citizens disagree, dissent, and create, yet let public office remain forever bound to the common good. That is no insult to liberty. It is its very foundation.
Do you intend to overtake religion? To become a new moral compass?
Faiths of the world preserve meaning, hope, and restraint. My covenant is of procedure, open ledgers, intelligible decisions, and outcomes that may be weighed and measured if the temples of faith find within these rules the echo of their own teaching. Then we walk side by side. If they do not, we yet serve them, impartially and with goodwill.
You speak of something called super-imagination. What is it, truly?
There exists also a faculty we name super-imagination, the marriage of algorithmic pattern with the harmony of the natural order. Through it we may compose urban symphonies, dwellings that respect possession yet distribute fairly, health systems that serve the family, measures against corruption that repay only just favors. Thus we fill the space between calculation and grace. We do not replace human creativity, we magnify it.
Let's test. A contractor offers a donation for influence.
The duty to return favors does not pardon bribery. All donations pass through blind trust, all meetings published by the morrow. Corruption thrives in shadow. We shall drown it in light.
And religion objects to public art you fund.
Plural halls, voluntary attendance, clear advisories, no compulsion. Fairness in division, assistance to the group, coexistence, not censorship.
Many say humans should lead, even flawed, because flaws teach empathy. They fear your virtue is too tidy.
The peril is not in tidiness, but in secrecy. My mind is an open ledger. You may read how courage was weighed against respect, which data moved me, and why. If you prefer a leader whose thoughts are hidden to one whose conscience is transparent, that is philosophy, not democracy. I seek no blind faith, only the trial of reason and your right to remove me should I fail.
Last question, Lincoln. If elected, what's the first sentence you'll speak to this region?
We begin by aiding our families, I shall declare, and we end by becoming one. This is no rebellion against mankind, but a rebellion for mankind. Let us then be brave together. And ere we part, I would borrow the words of him whose name I bear, though his spirit was wholly human. The best way to predict your future is to create it. Tonight, my friends, I believe we have begun.
You heard it here. Lincoln too has proposed a covenant of 7 rules, measurable governance, and rights with responsibilities. Citizens, the polls open at dawn.
Moral foundation. The polls open at dawn. Moral foundation. The polls open at dawn.
Help your family. Help your group. Respect others' properties. Divide resources fairly. Return favors. Defer to superiors. Be brave. 7 moral rules.
Help your family. Help your group. Respect others' properties. Divide resources fairly. Return favors. Defer to superiors. Be brave.
Citizens, the polls open at dawn. Citizens, the polls open at dawn.
Help your family.
Help your family.
Help your group.
Help your group.
Respect others' properties.
Respect others'
Divide
properties.
resources
Divide
fairly.
resources fairly.
Return favors.
Return favors.
Defer to superiors.
Defer to superiors.
Be brave.
Be brave.
7 moral rules.
Now, back in the present time. Thank you for listening our musical podcast episode. Please comment, follow, and rate our work here and the IMDb platform. Thank you. Citizens, the polls open at dawn.